Okay, so how in the world do you turn a simple little ebook into a $500,000 asset? I know, it sounds kind of crazy, right? Almost unbelievable. But today we are going to break down the exact blueprint that actually makes it happen.
Just look at that number, $500,000. When most people see a figure like that, especially tied to a digital product, their mind immediately jumps to a few, well, common conclusions. But here's the secret. It is almost never what you think it is.
And this right here gets to the absolute heart of it. That incredible result isn't just a fluke, it's not luck, it is the end result of a deliberate, repeatable system. And that is the system we're going to unpack right now.
So first things first, let's just tackle the big misconception head on. What's the story we tell ourselves about how somebody makes this kind of money online? Well, it usually involves a whole lot of wishful thinking. You know the usual suspects, right? It must have been some viral moment, a one-in-a-million stroke of pure luck, or maybe they just started out with a massive, already built audience. But here's the thing. Relying on any of these is like trying to win the lottery. It's not a strategy, it's a prayer.
And this is exactly why most people who try to sell something online just feel like they're spinning their wheels. They get stuck on what I call the social media hamster wheel. You know, you're running as hard as you can, you're posting constantly, but you're not actually going anywhere.
Let's put these two approaches side by side. So the wrong way? It's just tweeting randomly, throwing stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks. But in the system we're exploring, every single tweet has a job, a purpose. Whether that's to build authority, to start a conversation, or to gently guide someone toward your solution, it's all intentional. The wrong way is also all about chasing those vanity metrics. You know, likes, retweets. But the system, it understands a fundamental truth. Likes don't pay the bills. Trust us. So the entire focus shifts from getting that fleeting approval to building genuine, lasting trust with your audience.
And finally, the wrong way involves copying what looks like it's working for other people. You're just chasing trends, jumping on viral formats. The system does the total opposite. It focuses like a laser on solving one narrow, specific problem for a very clearly defined group of people. So when you're just tweeting randomly, chasing likes, and copying others, you're not really building anything. You're just creating noise. And after all that effort, the result is almost always the same. Crickets. Nothing sells.
All right, so if that's what's broken, let's flip this whole thing around. Let's look at the simple truth that powers this entire blueprint for success.
This is the core principle, and it is so deceptively simple. Money follows attention. Okay, that makes sense, but the really crucial part is the second half. Attention follows clarity. If you want people to pay attention to you, you have to be unbelievably clear about the one specific thing you offer them.
So how do you actually get that clarity? Well, it's this three-step blueprint. First is positioning. You don't talk about a million things, you pick one narrow problem to completely own. Second, you create purposeful content. Your posts are designed to attract the right people, build trust with them, and kind of pre-sell your solution without being pushy. And third, you build the asset. One focused solution for that one problem. And this brings us to building the actual asset. This is where you transform all that expertise in your head into a tangible product. You stop trading your time for money, with things like one-on-one coaching, and instead you channel all that value into a single, scalable asset. Now, when I say ebook, don't think of some 300-page textbook nobody will ever read. A focused solution ebook makes one powerful promise for one specific outcome. It is literally structured to be finished, not just started, and it's priced in a way that for the right person, the decision to buy just feels completely obvious. So the key failure point is this. Most people fail because they try to sell way before they've earned any trust. This system does the exact opposite. By the time you even mention your ebook, the selling part feels totally natural because you've already proven that you understand their problem and you can actually solve it. And once all of these pieces are in place, the system just becomes this incredible compounding machine. It's not about big, flashy launches. It's about small, consistent actions that build on each other day after day after day. And this is that long-term power in action. Think about it. On day one, your old content is still out there working for you, pulling in new people. A month in, those new followers are starting to discover your solution. And a year later, that same asset is still selling, day in and day out, without you having to constantly push it. And that is really the whole takeaway here. This is not about chasing some overnight success story or getting lucky with a viral hit. It is about building a clean, scalable system founded on timeless principles: attention, trust, and delivering real, tangible value.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. When you look at your own social media, your own online presence, are your actions just creating a distraction that's draining your time? Or are you intentionally building an asset that's going to work for you for years to come? The choice is really yours.